A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Clippers. Season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now. And, of course, there's the Thunder, just way behind.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
And the Clippers starting five. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for Oklahoma City, Muscala is out there with Horford. Then there's Hill. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Ariza in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, George. Leonard with no one around. That three off the mark.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now here's Leonard. Beverley, the pass to Ibaka. Over Hill. That one a little long. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And Muscala kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Hill. Lock at 6.
You know what Kawhi brings to the table defensively. He can switch 1 through 5.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Batum, good.
And, guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain. Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
And it's Beverley missing. The Thunder have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. George picks him up. Hill against Beverley. Hill passes to Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Muscala. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Los Angeles. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk with Oklahoma City's head coach for just a minute. He thinks that losing that first meeting with the Clippers really doesn't matter. Coach said it's just one game, and we have a better idea now of what we're up against. Although he did acknowledge that the Clippers may have the most talent in the league. So it'll take a monumental effort tonight to get that W. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here is Hill after the basket by Los Angeles. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And being a second-generation NBA talent, Horford knows how to stay successful in this league. You see how he's evolved his game to keep up with the times.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
Lou Williams is checked in for Patrick Beverly. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. Hill finds Muscala. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Muscala. Here is Williams. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio. The pass to Leonard. Takes a three. Al Horford with the rebound. And so he'll bring it up for the Thunder. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
Offensive rebound. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus. In OKC, Paul George showed he can be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
George, no good on the free throw.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Here is Ibaka, following the basket by George Hill. Ibaka, the pass to Williams. In the corner, George with it. Pulls up on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. George has got his second basket of the night.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
Hill passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's back to Hill. Kicks it out to Ariza. 6 on the shot clock. Horford in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Horford, no luck.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. And it's Kennard in for Nicholas Batum. And it's tied up with that one. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. High, arcing shot. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Pass to Leonard. It's tipped. Oklahoma City shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now the Clippers on the break. And it's George finishing it off.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Leonard with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he gets it to go.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 32 points for him last game against Phoenix. Here's Dort. And that time, also a missed shot. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Leonard. Count it. Good. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
If you were part of the pulpit, you thought that you could subtract all your sadness. When all your pockets the fullest. Self-liberation, I'm part of your mind. Think about this all the time. Just straight from the spine. Money and problems. I don't want you to. What the you thought would happen? If you were part of the pulpit, you thought that you could subtract all your sadness. When all your pockets the fullest. Self-liberation, I'm part of your mind. Think about this all the time. Just straight from the spine. We could do better. Evident. I mean, look at the evidence. All of these arguments lacking intelligence. In the room like an elephant. Spaced out. 17 to 23. I'm at the top of the league. Still no one's honest with me. You told me I warned ya. I told you what it would be. The truth hurts. As savage as it could be. Give me a break. Get out my face. All of us eating and again. Gotta feed and provide.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Jackson, he's checked in for Paul George. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And the rejection by Jackson. Gilgeous-Alexander against Zubac. That one drops for him.
This is where you'll often find Gilgeous-Alexander. He definitely does work in the paint.
Now Jackson. And it's Baisley with the rebound.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Good on the bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Reason why, that opens up driving lanes, makes it dangerous for teams to W in the post. The offense becomes more dynamic.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
One shot.
Thunder trailing by 5. Dort passes to Baisley. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he banks in the layup.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play. Leonard,
the pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Six to shoot. And that one drops for him. Leonard's got 6 points.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
They get the rebound. Tries again. Baisley, good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Leonard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pakusevsky, the pass to Baisley, and the rejection by Zubats. Here's Leonard. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Pass to Baisley. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. He's off on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 6 points for him.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Jackson looking it over. Here's the teardrop. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 7.
There you go. Under intense defensive pressure, Reggie fearless in the painted area.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, and it's fun and it's light. Fans deserve it on both sides. It's good old-fashioned basketball. It's all part of the game. We're both trying to win, and that's what people want to see. Hard-nosed, edgy basketball.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Ibaka, Patrick Beverley out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Batum in at the four-man position.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Thunder trailing by 11.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Thunder. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. It's back to Hill. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Hill showing some deceptive strength in his wiry frame.
Clippers leading by 9. The pass to Kennard. His first shot coming late. Offensive rebound. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Beverley against Hill. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's good for his 2nd make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Dort. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Muscala kicks to Ariza. From the arc. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at George, and at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And he knocks down the first one. Al Horford is checked in for Justin Jackson. George is checked in for the Clippers. Both free throws good from Hill.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Pass to Beverly. Back to Jackson. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Jackson's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
And there's that high arching bomb from Reggie. Way downtown this time. You see the development of his range.
And the shot goes in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Beverly. To the paint. Here's Batum. Lays it up and banks it in. Batum's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Hill deciding where to go with it. Down low. Here's Muscala. The kick out to Hill. Back to Muscala. Over Ibaka. No good off the back of the rim.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
2nd chance shot. And the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got 11 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Horford. And the shot is good.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
George dishes to Jackson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Beverly. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What crafty play from Beverly. Slips the shot in and ensures good contact for the foul.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him. Doc Rivers calls him the heart and soul of this team.
That's good from Beverly.
A really good 2nd-round pick out of Arkansas. Beverly fits perfectly in that 3-and-D role.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Beverly. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Ariza against George. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Ugly, ugly display. I thought they'd be more competitive, but I was wrong.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder, trailing by 13. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that game concludes a 5-game homestand. Here's Beverly. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Baisley's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Leonard comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Williams in for Nicholas Batum. Here's Williams, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I love how competitive Lou Williams is. Always like seeing a small guard attack inside and draw contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Throw good, Lou Williams.
You look at the trajectory of Williams' career. Second-round pick, started slow, but his game has aged like a fine wine.
And Williams drops them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Thunder trailing by 15. Hill passes to Horford. Gilgeous-Alexander with it.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You have to give it up for Kawhi right now. He is wearing out the defense.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Beverly. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 17. The 19-foot shot, again the Clippers.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
Hill passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches it. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Beverly wide open. The Clippers rebound. The 3 from George. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Free throw good, Paul George.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Thunder trailing by 21. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. He drains the quick shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 in the game. Hill against Williams. It's George on the wing. Zubac trying to break loose. And George gets it to go. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Hill against Leonard. Here's Baisley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George. The Thunder have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. Jackson, he's checked in for the Thunder. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Williams. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
The craftiness of Lou Williams, able to create separation off the dribble.
Kennard against Gilgeous-Alexander.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That's his first personal foul.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Clippers leading by 19. Outside Leonard. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here's Leonard. 14 points for him. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Kennard. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Leonard. Off the left rim and out. Thunder trailing by 21. Here's Jackson. Rebound by Williams.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Passes to Zubac. Shoots. That shot misses.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 16 points and 5 rebounds. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, this is what Kawhi Leonard does, guys. He's fundamentally sound and takes advantage of defensive miscues. There are a few things on the court that this guy doesn't see.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
They relied way too heavily on three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sign. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with George Hill. Then there's Horford. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the basket by Los Angeles. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And it's Beverly missing.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Hill finds Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Ibaka. Now here's Beverly. The 3 from Leonard. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Hill. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Horford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. George with the ball. 14 points for him. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Now Hill, he has 6. On the wing, Hill. Ariza outside, shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
And the pass to George. Another shot. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Horford. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Ariza no luck. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Hill after the Clippers pick up 2. Ariza passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Count it. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Hill. Got a piece of it.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
That's good for George on the assist from Leonard. George has got 16.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. Here's Hill. He has 6. Pass to Ariza. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Dort. Here's the 3. The Thunder with another miss.
Oof. Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Jackson. Rebound by Muscala. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the middle, Batum with the steal. 13 feet away. And that one goes long. The Thunder have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Now the Clippers with it. They're on an 11-2 run. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Back to Leonard. Over Hill. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Right there, that is poise of Kawhi Leonard, just taking what the defense gives him.
Pass to Ariza. Here's Horford. Fader on the way. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Now here's Leonard. 23 points in the game. A wide open look here for Ibaka. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Dort passes to Muscala. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Kawhi Leonard on top.
Defensively, his intensity just never drops. You match that up with his incredible timing, and you can see why he's atop the list.
Passes it to Ariza. Jackson against Horford. From downtown.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively. And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you. I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
Outside Hill. There's the pass to Horford. Outside Hill. Tipped away. And now the Clippers on the break. Beverly against Hill, and it's Beverly missing. Oklahoma City has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Thunder. Pass to Dort. Clock at 6. Horford the pass to Dort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Shoots. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Horford. The kick out to Hill. They could use a bucket. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Clippers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Luke Kennard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Leonard draws the double. Over in the corner, Zubac. Thunder with the rebound. To the inside. Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And Matador defense That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jackson throws it down hard.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Pass to Pakusevsky. Here's Baisley, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Jackson. 15 points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
As crafty as he is explosive, Kawhi Leonard gets the defender where he wants him. Gets to the line.
The Clippers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. The first free throw is good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Clippers making a change here as well. George is checked in for Reggie Jackson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A minute 20 left here in the third quarter. Inside. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 points.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Passes it to Williams. Clippers moving the ball around. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 14 points here in the second half.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Here's Baisley. Zubac's defending. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Here's Baisley, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Patterson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Good on both. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Williams looking around. And George, here we go. The pass to Zubac. But he recovers it. Outside Williams. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. Williams has got 6.
You see the toughness of Williams. Won't shy away from contact. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And so it's Los Angeles with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Jerome. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Patrick Patterson, Lou Williams out there with Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward position.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
The Clippers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And here's Kennard. And stolen by Miller. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. The shot's good.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
And here is Los Angeles now. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Williams for 3. And no good that time. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Pass to Jerome. And here is Williams. Outside Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Man with the rebound. Greg, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. Eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man. And these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. The first one falls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Jackson, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside Jackson. Kennard with the ball. Diallo's there. Here's Kevin Kelly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. This is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Jerome, guarded by Jackson. Here's Jerome from the top of the key and misses it off the right side of the rim.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Here's Mann. Thunder with the rebound. Now here's Diallo. Kennard with the ball. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
And it's Miller in the corner. Now Diallo. And the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And here's Jackson with some arc. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Diallo. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And that game against Sacramento, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Here's Jerome. And with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Jackson. It's not going to go for him. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Miller outside. Jerome passes to Williams. And last season, we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce the Elam ending, a target score, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question, it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point.
2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now here's Beverly. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because I think they're on to something if we could get that, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well, and I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Here's Jerome. Outside Williams. Here's Pakusevsky. Passes it to Jerome. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Jackson, sweet little floater.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
And there's the pass to Pakusevsky. Pass to Jerome. Knocked away. Beverly with the ball. Pass to Oturu. Here's Jackson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. LeBron, in essence, is a big man. You still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Now here's Jackson. Passes it to Beverly. Here's Kabengele. Now Beverly outside for Jackson. Now the pass to Mann. Back to Jackson. Fires the three. Hangs. A nice shot by Kabengele.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Diallo. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The Thunder with another miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Kabengele lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kawhi Leonard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
First free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Pass to Beverly. Here's Oturu, covered by Miller. Puts one up from 19. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
That's tipped. Here's Jerome, guarded by Jackson. Here's Pokusevski. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, you all turned it on down the stretch, so what was the difference?
You started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
Well, that led to a win, man, and I appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long.